Hello, 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 hello. Claire, hello, first to comment today. Good evening, my lovely. Hi, Nicola, Julie, Jutta, Sue, Lorna, Jess, Anne, Sophie. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. How are we all? Are you all okay? Hello, they are doing okay, thank you, Rachel. Oh, I'm not really on camera much today, am I? Actually, I don't really mind. Yeah, Aaron's doing really, really well. And my son, we went back for a dressing change this morning. Oh, Lindsay, bless you, thank you for the stars. Yeah, we went back for a dressing change this morning, and his blisters had grown quite a bit, so they did have to pop and then remove some of the thickened skin from his burns. And we have now also been referred to the burns unit in Leicester, so we've got an appointment with them as well now. But he is doing really well, and he was such a brave boy. But yeah, that is now happening. So I do have to attend or take him to attend that. But he's not, like, I asked him if he wanted any painkillers before I came out, and he was like, no, I'm not in pain. I was like, okay, good. So he's not hurting, apart from obviously when they was messing with it earlier. He's just, yeah, bless him. And yeah, Aaron's doing really well. He's itching to sort of get back to normal, if you know what I mean. So yeah, they're doing okay. I will start off today just briefly saying the last week and a bit have been absolutely crazy in my household. It has been half term, so the children have been here, but that's not actually the reason. What I'm going to say is it's because of Aaron's crash and Quinn's accident that I have been not able to work as much as I normally would have. And that has resulted in me being a bit behind on emails at the moment. And I haven't made it to the post office in the last week. Now, I do have orders ready to go, but they haven't been to the post office. So, Sue, bless you, thank you for the stars. So if you are waiting for an order from me, you should then hopefully get a dispatched email at the start of next week. But yeah, so I do apologise for that. Emails wise, I'm going to do my very best to try and catch up as fast as I can. The lead time on that is going to be slightly longer at the moment, just until obviously we've got everything back under control. But yeah, if you're waiting on a parcel at all, I haven't managed to make it to the post office this week, but like I say, it should be all okay to ship come the start of next week. Okay, so I do apologise for that. I really do apologise for that. Yeah, hopefully we can get it all sorted again. And like I said, they're both doing really, really well. And Quinn, we've got to go to the burns unit for. So we'll see what's going to happen there. I'm hoping we're going to turn up and they're going to be like, oh no, it's okay, it's healing okay. There's no further action required other than dressing it, obviously. But we'll see what they say. Oh, Sarah, bless you. Thank you for the stars. So moving that bit out the way, today is a normal live again. Mim is here for 2 more days. So she actually ends on Sunday the 30th, is her last night with us. So if you would like to grab a Mims Spins, tonight and Sunday are the last 2 options for that. The order list has been posted on the website. I think I have had a few orders come through, so I do need to add to that, and I'll try to add to that as we go on. And I'll always, as always, add to the order list on the page as the live goes on, and then I'll do updated order lists in the comments once I get to the end of the current order list. Mystery oysters only for tonight. Again, I do have the other oysters here, I just haven't had the time to sort them out, as I have been prioritising getting everything packaged up, ready to ship. I think that's everything. Oh, I did top up Mims cards again, so I don't know if, I don't really want to tip that, but that's just 1 handful. Oh, sugar. That's 1 handful. There's another handful in there. Where's the camera? So that's loads and loads of options. So she's nice and fully stocked, shall we say. Lacey, thank you for the stars. And Wendy, bless you, thank you for the stars as well. Okay, so should we get started for the evening? And if I've missed anything, I will say as it comes along. I think I managed to say everything I wanted to. Yeah. So, up first today is Julie McLaughlin. Julie, are you here? They're very, very slippy because of, obviously, actually, even without the gloves, they're really slippy. Because they're laminated, they all sort of just, if I just grab 2, they are all just, they just sort of slide off each other. There's nothing, there's no grip whatsoever to them. So yeah, very slippy. Oh, hopefully Katrina, but we never know with Mim, do we? So again, if you wouldn't all mind helping me, if you see somebody, if you wouldn't mind commenting on their comment, because recently Facebook has been quite bad for hiding comments from people, especially the people I'm looking for. So currently I'm looking for Julie McLaughlin. And I will say, if you do have an opening, if I'm talking to you, if you comment on your own comment, again, so if you type something, send it, then click reply and just type here and send it, that will also bring it forward to me. And you're more likely to see your own comment before anyone else. Does that make sense? Just to, yeah, make sure I get to see it. And Julie, you are here. Hello. Let me see that thread. Oh, there we go. So you've also sent over a loyalty card. Have you, my lovely? Let me have a look. What, this might be easier if I search the I can confirm I've received another email from yourself as well. I'm sorry I haven't got back to that yet, but I will get back to you as soon as I can. And I have got the loyalty card here as well, so just booking that in for you, my lovely. Okay, so that means then you've got 2 Mims spins and a loyalty card. So what we'll do is we'll do your Mims spins first, and then we'll add on the little oyster at the end, if that's okay. So if we come across to Mim, which 2 characters would you like, Julie? There is Lorraine. Can you have the ghost and the bat? You can. So Bat, oh, and they're next to each other. So Mrs. Bat, no, Mrs. Bat, Happy Bat and Hungry Ghost. Linda, bless you. Thank you for the stars, my lovely. So here these two are. So if we open up your bat first, in here you have got a pendant, and this is the puppy pendant. So first option is the puppy pendant. This pendant comes with one oyster opening. You can have your pearl on or off the jewellery, and if you have it on the jewellery, it does sit towards the top of the jewellery here. It does look like the puppy is looking away from you, so this is the back profile outline of the puppy with his little tail here as well. I hope you're happy with that one, but we do need to go back across to Mim, and in here she has said no pearl swaps, which means you get to keep the puppy pendant, but there is no pearl swaps from this oyster. So if you would like to have your pearl on the jewellery, it has to be the pearl that comes out of this oyster, but we cannot swap the pearl. However, like I said, you don't then have to have a pearl on the jewellery, but we still can't swap the pearl from that oyster. Okay, so that's your first one there. Moving on to the Hungry Ghost. And in here you have another pendant. Now this pendant is under the elegant section, and I don't have the name for this one. I think it's the Trust pendant. Like I said before, some of these will have names on, some of them won't. But this looks like it is almost a figure of 8 when you're looking at it from afar. If you look here, it's actually got two levels to it. So you've got the upper swirl and the lower swirl, and then you've got a crystal that is here. Your pearl does get set on this pendant, so it definitely does need to be on the order list. Sorry, the pearl does definitely need to be on the jewellery with that one. But again, if we go across to Mim, oh, I'm just going to push that one in because that one came out from before. So in here, and you have a bonus white pearl. Okay, so have a bonus white pearl. Now this means that you can choose to have this one on your jewellery if you would like to, or you can just keep it as a loose pearl. Just with this white pearl, you cannot swap it out. So you can have it on or off your jewellery, or you can have it as a bonus loose pearl, but not swap it out. I hope you're happy with everything there. So you've got the Trust pendant, where the pearl needs to go on the jewellery. The puppy pendant, where there is no pearl swaps with this oyster, which means you've got 2 oyster openings, and your loyalty card makes 3 oyster openings altogether. Would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells, my lovely? Oh, okay, so with this one here, would you like the one which I picked out, or would you like the one that sort of fell out of the bag there? So if this happens, I do like to give the choice, because is it fate with the one that I picked out, or is it fate with the one that fell out? What do you think? Which one would you like? Picked out or fell out? The one that I picked out, that's that one. Okay, and the first oyster I pulled out is this one. So this one here is no pearl swaps. So I'll leave that one on there because we'll open him up first. And then the other 2 you can swap the pearls of if you would like to. And you'd like to donate your shells as well. Okay, so Julie, is there certain colours that you're hoping for? oyster number 1, we've got a lighter pop there. Ow. Okay, so there's quite a little bit of flesh on that side, but we can definitely see that there's no pearls there. And then actually I think towards this side here I can see a little peeper here. And you have got, that's 3. Is that one? That is 1, 4. So the flesh in this one's quite tough, so I'm just double checking. Okay, so you've got quadding. You have 4 pearls in that oyster here. So Julie, these 4 we cannot swap out. So I'm just going to change this kitchen towel because it got quite wet. And if you want a pearl on the puppy pendant, it does have to be one of these 4. Okay, so you've got a silver sea green, a lilac purple, a pinky rose gold, and a darker silver. So silver sea green. Oh, the lilac purple has got pink in him as well, so I'm actually going to change that to more of a pinkle. Pinky rose gold and a silver. Okay, and then moving on to the next 2 oysters for you, Julie. Lighter pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And straight away at the bottom there I can see a pearl. He looks, why are they running backwards today? He looks like a darker, nope, they're all running backwards. I'll grab it for you in a second. Darker chocolate. So no more in that one. Probably this isn't, oh. Basically I have this sitting underneath to stop the board from moving when I'm cutting it. So if that's not sitting level, sometimes that makes a difference. So we'll see if that's level now. So your second oyster has given you a darker chocolate pearl. Indeed, Lorna. Mim's not going to let my week end pleasantly, shall we say. And then moving on to your last oyster, you've got a lighter pop there. Oh, yeah, that one just squirted me. That was great. You've got 1. There's your mother of pearl. And I can see again 2, 3, 4, 5. You are quinting. Julie, you have got some gorgeous pearls here. So quinting, which means 5 pearls in your last oyster. So in here, I'm just going to move these ones up slightly. I'm going to pop your chocolate at the top. So you've got a darker gunmetal grey, a autumn peach, a apple green, a watermelon, and a blurple. So a blurple is a mix between a blue and a purple. So bridal white, which we cannot swap out, and then you've got a chocolate which you can swap out if you wanted to. You've got a silver sea green, a pinkle, rose gold pink, and a darker silver. Those 4 we cannot swap, and if you'd like a pearl on the puppy pendant, it would have to be one of those 4. And then the last row is a dark gunmetal grey, autumn peach, lighter apple green, watermelon, and a blurple. Again, you can swap those if you would like to. I'll definitely need to know which pearl you'd like on the trust pendant, which is the smaller pendant. And then if you'd like a pearl on or off the puppy pendant, please let me know as well. And of course, if you're not happy with the other ones, which I've said you can swap, we can do that for you. I hope that all makes sense, Julie. So the white is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7 as well. Silver sea green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Pinkle is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Pinky rose gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And the darker silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7. And then the darker gunmetal grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Apple green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. The watermelon is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. And last but not least, the blurple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's not a 7.5, he's an 8. You're happy with all the colours? Perfect. I'm just going to bring you back up here so I can write that down though. So on the puppy, we're going to have rose gold, and on the trust pendant, we're going to have blurple. Okie dokie, let me just put these through for you. Julie, my lovely, I hope you're happy with those. So that's all safe on there for you. You get a trick or treat, oh my gosh, what's going on? Trick or treat card as well. So your trick or treat card, and you have got a treat. You've got a 15% off code for the website. So if you would like to order in the future, you'll have a 15% off code that you can use, and that will get sent across for you over the weekend to the email address that's on the order form. Julie, you're very, very welcome. And like I say, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Yeah, I'm asking Aaron for a coffee. Coffee, please. Deary me. Okay. I'm just topping these back up again, and that means up next today is Nicola Dyson. Nicola, are you here? Oh. He's getting there, Teresa, thank you. He's feeling better. It's just, I think it's going to be a longer process than we thought for healing, but he is definitely feeling better. And Nicola, hello, hello, hello. Nicola, you have got 2 Mims spins, so let's go across to Mim. What 2 characters would you like, Nicola? It is Sue, yeah. It's, with the week I've had, I think I need a coffee. A coffee for tonight, I think. Maybe have a tea later, we'll see how the evening goes. Can you have the cat and the bat? You can. So cat and bat. Let's bring you back. So cat and bat. We'll open up the cat first. And you have got a bracelet in the cat. This is the bangle bracelet. So this one comes with 1 oyster opening, where your pal can go on a hoop fitting that will fit onto this bracelet. You just unscrew, there we go, one of the sides, and it's got quite a nice long thread on this as well. You thread the hoop fitting on, which will hold your pearl, and then you make sure you do the ball back up nice and tight, and then that will be on the bangle. This does mean that if you've got any hoop fitting charms or pearls at home, you can add and take away on this bracelet as well. So I hope you're happy with that one, Nicola. But we'll go across and see what Mims got to say. So in here, have a free gift box with your order, which means you get to keep the bangle. Let me just write this down. So with your order, you will get a free gift box with that. So I hope you're happy with that. And that one then comes with your one oyster opening to start with. And then your bat here. You have got a crystal pendant. Now I think this one on the website is called the Passion Crystal Pendant, possibly. It's in the gorgeous, like a burnt orangey tone to him. Thank you, Aaron. So it's quite a nice wider shaped heart. So it's not our traditional hearts, it is the different one. Like I said, I think it's called the Passion Crystal Pendant on the website. And it's got that gorgeous red, deep orange, burnt orange colour to him. This one does come with one oyster opening, and if you choose to have the pearl on the jewellery, it can sit at the top, but you don't have to have the pearl on here if you don't want to. Again, we do need to go back across to Mim and see what she's got to say. So in here, oh no, that didn't bring you back, there we go. Swap all of your pearls for different colours to what comes out the oyster. Okay, so the second oyster that we open, whatever pearls are in there, whether it's one or more, we have to swap all of the colours. You can't keep them. We have to swap them out. You do, however, get to pick which pearls you are going to be swapping them for. So then you can still choose if you'd like to have the swapped ones on here or not, but we will have to swap them out. This means you've got 2 oyster openings all together. You've said you'd like to donate your shells. Is there certain colours that you're hoping for, Nicola? Okay, so oyster number 1, this one, you can keep these colours if you would like to with this one. Okay, so there's a little bit of flesh on that side, but you can definitely see there's no pearls there at all. And you do have one runaway, but again, I can see multiple pearls in here for you. And there's no more in that one. Now that means you have got triples in your first oyster here, Nicola. I'm just going to dry these up for you. You've got a chocolate, a darker gunmetal grey, and a Pepsi blue from your first oyster. So chocolate, darker gunmetal grey, and a Pepsi blue. And then moving on to your second oyster. So this oyster here, whatever is inside, we have to swap out. Okay, so in here, you've got a lighter pop again. There's your mother of pearl. And I can see a coral pearl there. And there's no more in that one. So your coral pearl, we do have to swap out. So I'll need to know which colour you'd like to swap in for that one. Now, you've got your bangle and the crystal pendant. With both of them, you can have the pearl on or off the jewellery. So if on, I'll need to know which colours you would like on. If off, that's absolutely fine. And of course, if you're not happy with any of these, we can swap them as well. Okay, so I'll measure them all. Your chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Darker gunmetal grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the Pepsi blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And then the coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. So that coral we do definitely need to swap out, Nicola, so it'll be up to you what colour you'd like to swap in. Mine too. I'm not sure what you mean, Nicola, my lovely. So I'll need to know, you've got your chocolate gunmetal grey Pepsi blue, and then the coral we have to swap out for, because that one is the one with this card here. So you definitely have to swap out the coral, my lovely, for a colour of your choice. The lives dropping in and out. Okay, so I think there might be a little bit of an issue with you guys seeing me. Nicola, can you see me? Somebody give me a hello, can you hear me, see me, are you here, kind of thing. I'm just going to keep moving my hand so you know that I haven't frozen at all. Okay, so I'm not seeing any comments coming through just yet. Hello, hello, hello. Can anybody see me? I can't see any comments. I'm just going to try and see opening up a new browser and see if that helps with the comments at all. Okay, let's have a look here. Okay, I'm just going to have to end the live for a minute, I think.